printed and quoted statements of business ethics has been created by a Rotarian in 1932. The Rotarian is named by J. Taylor. In 1932, J. Taylor was asked to take a charge for a company who that was suffering from a bankruptcy. Then when he went in charge, he tried to analyze the situation of the company. The company was about to close. Everything is corrupted. Crisis there. Then after a little bit analysis of the current situation of the company, he came out of the four-way test. So the four-way test mainly based on for a business purposes, but later on you can find that the four-way test can be applied over your professional life as well as the personal one. It is really very useful test to make a decision in your life, not only for the business wise, but also, as I've mentioned before, for the personal life. And believe me, according to the story of the company, by applying the four-way test, he saved that he successed to save this company, and the Rotary started to adopt the four-way test starting from the 1942. Taylor had become a Rotary International Governor at the 1952, so around 20 years after conducting the four-way test. Let's go through the four-way test, and starting with the very first question: is it the truth? It's an important question, and believe me, not many people understand the value of knowing the truth of the decision. If you want to make any decision in your life, not only in the Rotarian context, but also in your life, the personal life, if you want to make a decision, you need to think, is it really the truth? It seems to be a very simple question, but to be honest, it's very hard to understand and to make sure if this is the reality behind what you need to do, the reality behind the decision. For example, this joint meeting between Rotaract, Nozha United, and the club in Zimbabwe. Are we really need? What is the value of this project? What is the value of this meeting? Do we really want to conduct a bridge between the two countries or the two clubs to maintain the friendship and the fellowship? Or we just need to show up that we are doing an international project or show the others that we are creating a successful international project to be written in the agenda, to be written in the schedule. So the truth is very important. What is the truth behind the project? If you are conducting a charity project, for example, and you have a budget of £1,000, if you pay around £600 for the advertisements and marketings of the project, so the truth behind this project is not charity. It is a public relation. It's not community service. It's not to serve the community. It is for the public relations, because you focus and kept your attention for the image, the advertisements, the PR, but not for the community. So the truth is very important in your life, in your personal life, even to know the truth. What is the truth behind the satisfaction? Is it about money? Is it about success? Is it about fulfilling your ambitions? It's important. Let's go to the second question. Is it fair to all concerned? Your decision in any project in your life, the professional and personal life, need to be very fair to all the concerns, fair to all the issues, not to oppress any item, not to oppress your members, not to oppress your guests in the context of the Rotary, not to oppress your friend, your family, not to oppress anyone else, not to make any harm over anyone. This is very important. If you do, get away from this decision. It's not appropriate. So it's very important to for your decision to be fair to all the concerns, to all the issues. In the context of your club, you need to be fair with your friends, with your members, with the guests, even the fellows of the club, for the Rotarians, for the other clubs. This is very crucial. Let's go through the third point. Will it build a goodwill and build friendship? We know that, and we can replace, I personally can replace the friendship by the fellowship. I prefer the friendship, but the fellowship is important as well, because within the club, you know, all of us are friends, not all of people are friends at the community of the Rotary, but the fellowship is very important. If you need to make any decision within your club, within your company, within the faculty, within the a school here or there, even among your family, the personal life, you need to build a goodwill between the members. You need to build, your decision should be very effective in terms of building a goodwill and the fellowship, the friendship among the members, among the clubs, among everyone, all the members. If you apply these guidelines or this philosophy in your company, you'll create a very successful company. Everyone, all the employees will be together. The friendship will be among all the employees, the managers, within the context of the Rotary, between the members, the guests, and the board, within the context of the family, between father and mother and parents and children, grandmother, everyone. So it's very important for your decision to fulfill the goodwill and the friendship or the fellowship. The last point is it beneficial to all concerns? Your decision should be very beneficial to all the concerns. And here we are stressing upon the word all. All means that it could be beneficial to some issues, but it's not beneficial to others. And here we will come to the second point. Is it fair? Is it fair to be beneficial with someone and not and harmful for the other one? No, it's not fair. So it will not be beneficial. So we should exclude this decision at that time. The decision should be, as I mentioned before, beneficial to all concerns, beneficial to the board, beneficial to the members and the guests, beneficial to the community, beneficial to the club itself, to the Rotary, beneficial in the context of the family, beneficial to you, your brother, your mother, your parents. If you need to make a decision which is harmful for your brother, exclude, be away from this decision. Don't do it. If you will make an harm for your manager, your colleague, no, don't do it. So it's very important for your decision to be beneficial. To sum up, your decision should be true. You need to be honest with yourself and make an outline of what you are doing. What is the honest reality behind the decision? Is it really what you are doing, or you have hidden goals or hidden aids? It should be truth. It should be fair to all concerns, and should build a goodwill and good friendship or fellowship, and should be beneficial to all concerned. If you apply these guidelines, this philosophy over your context, the Rotary context, the family, the company, the business, the educational context, any context, believe me, it will be very successful. Thank you very much. I'm up. I think the time I have exceeded the time. Sorry for you.
Yeah.
If anyone need to ask any question, I'm here available for you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Amr. Because of time, we're just going to move quickly past, and I'm going to ask the presidents to be ready. We'll start with the president of Nozha United, President Inji. Madam President, it's your time now. You've got exactly 2 minutes, and then I'll have to cut you off. I'm sorry. Could you please just start by introducing yourself? First, you have to unmute yourself, and then you introduce yourself, and you give us something from your club.
Okay, so mainly I'm Injareda, president of Rotaract Nozha United. I've been a Rotaractor since 2014, and actually I'm really glad that we are doing this this meeting together with Rotaract Harare West from Zimbabwe, and I would like to welcome Lee Ann from the United States. Thank you for joining us today. And I would like to welcome, of course, Pastor Martin. Thank you so much for this meeting. I don't know, I have nothing much to say. However, I would like to go on to the topics that we mentioned already in our agenda. And I would like to also thank Kamr for this introduction to the four-way test. And I would like to ask to proceed with the next topic in the agenda, please. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Aya. So Aya, yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, never mind.
No. So we're going to start to show our two topics. We're going to start by the ways of staying relevant as humanitarian organization and what the projects we can do.
May I ask you just to introduce yourself first to our attendees? Yes, please. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sorry, maybe
okay.
before I introduces herself, I'll just ask anyone who's got anything to say when we're now having the discussions. You just raise your hand and I'll allow you to, and Aya will allow you to unmute, and then you can respond. So from this point onwards, as long as you've got something you want to contribute to the conversation, please just raise your hand, and then Aya will pick on you to it. Aya, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much. I am Hamad, Rotaract Nozha United. I'm fundraising director. So I'm gonna talk about the first topic, ways of staying relevant as humanitarian organization. The projects we can do, especially Rotaractors worldwide, to stay aware, creative, and energetic by spreading the positive awareness through different platforms and different ways. So first thing, I'm gonna start with nothing could be done with any help. So I found 7 different ways to help us to stay in connect with our community. The first way, to speak to the new feed. Now, after this pandemic, people still have needs, and serving their needs are under these circumstances are the most needed. Though those needs are completely different from many than there before. Self-isolation. So we have to take a step backward from our traditional work and campaigns, and should first ask ourselves what keeps us motivated to continue work under these circumstances, and how we can help others. Second thing, we have to make online awareness session on how we can adapt ourselves with this crisis and COVID-19 to make people know more about this pandemic and to help people to stay helpful, stay positive. Second thing, connect with the cause. We sure need everyone want to connect with the cause, we have to dedicate our fund from our projects towards a cause that's helping people get through this pandemic. We can do online sessions and make it fun interest to get a fine profit from fundraising projects. We can sell a different stuff online for a less fortune also. Don't pick a small obscure projects that our community will not know or relate to. We have to introduce ourselves to the community to help us to go out through this pandemic safely, and try to pick something that helps those directly impacted by the pandemic. Is it fine to you? Hello?
Yes, please continue.
Yes, Aya?
Number 3, look for complementary partners. This is good time to think that about Rotaract and Rotary clubs that we can partner with. Joint projects and twinning are the best ways to get more creative projects and plan to help us stay with each other, especially during what we are passing through, because we are all experts in our different ways and different fields. So we can make a successful project through our partners' help. There is a lot of rooms of opportunity when you think creatively. I'm so sorry, can you mute your mic?
Arshad, could you please mute your mic?
هو مش من عندي
أرشد.
يا جماعة، الصوت ده مش من عندي أنا.
Hi, it's
الصوت
fine.
ده
I'll
مش من
just
عندي،
mute anyone
أنا
who's...
لوحدي.
Yeah, I've muted everyone. It's okay. You can continue.
Okay. The fourth way is to be respectful. We should respect each other in this pandemic. We must not assume everyone who normally doesn't help us before pandemic, it's normal to help us now. We should have different ways to respect people's ability to face all this. We must rearrange our campaigns again. We must rearrange our mind again. We must respect our partners because it's not easy what we are passing through and passing by. Number 5, don't bother people. And this is important. By joining the trend of sending them a message by different way on how things have changed or difficult life has become. This is the right time to show them our community and to show them Rotaractors are doing to improve their lives and to know us more. This is the right time to define ourselves more and to make sure that Rotaractors have the ability to do the maximum effort to make their lives fine. If we cannot be cheerful now, we don't have to be difficult for them. By spreading positive awareness through PR campaigns and through awareness sessions and through online rallies and camps and conference. This is the only way that we can connect to each other now. And this is a most important thing that can make us more fine or more positive by spreading the awareness that make us more accurate to the point that pandemic is sooner or later will go through this Hello?
Hello, are you still there?
Do you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. The 6th way that don't bury your benefits. We are so effective and we don't know, and we, I'm so sorry. We are so effective and you don't know how you can make difference on certain people by spreading positive vibes and keep working and continue work with the elections, the new Rotarian year, to set a new plan for your Rotarian year, hoping that all will done soon. And the most important thing now, accept your new circumstances. Accept them, that some of your members can no longer afford to be in the same spirit or the way you can work. We are all going through hard times. They are real people who build us, who build our club. We should stay with each other. We should know that not all the people have the same ability to expect that we can work now, or we can do different things now. We can accept them we can accept some of your members no longer be offered to be the same work or energetic. Finally, I'm so sorry for being too long. Don't be afraid to be creative and look for new ways to help people with their problems. We are all facing this together. What you do today matters. Figure out how to connect with your fellows in magnificent ways. This will help not only your club, but also will help our organization that survives, serves a lot, and thrives. And thank you so much. And thank you for making that too long. Oh, any questions?
Thank you very much, Aya. I see a lot of hands being clapped. Is there anyone with a question or a comment or an addition to what Aya was saying? So she basically gave us a wonderful presentation about the ways of making sure that we stay relevant as a humanitarian aid organization. And I think it was a very good topic, because as Rotary, this is the time that we really are needed in the world. And if we're not able to be there for the world now, then what use are we as a humanitarian aid organization? If there's anyone with a question or a comment, you can either write it in the chat, or you can raise your hand and I'll allow you to unmute your audio and then you can say something. Okay, it looks like we don't have any questions. So thank you very much, Aya. If you can see the comments.
Thank you so much for this great opportunity to know each other. Thank you so much for making me spreading this awareness. Thank you so much for you.
Thank you. So moving on to our next topic, it's unfortunate that our president-elect for the Rotaract Club of Harare West, who was supposed to take us for this session, couldn't manage to connect, so I will have to take the session. But I wanted to be a bit more interactive so that we can make use of what little time we have to get to know each other, so that in the future we can work with each other well. So I'm just going to read out the topic. The topic says how to live and adapt ourselves during the ongoing pandemic. So I'm just going to ask a few people to unmute their audios as and when I call out their names, and just tell us, share a little bit in a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds, of how you're actually surviving this pandemic, what you're doing. So it's little things like, for instance, I'll start. For those of you who've got my WhatsApp number, I'm sure you've been seeing quite a lot of cooking happening on my end. So that's my way of, Leanne, you haven't been looking at my status, have you? So cooking for me has always been a passion, and it's been a way for me to stay sane, because I stay alone. So basically the first 3 weeks I spent them in my house. I didn't even want to get out to go on my lawn. I was so scared of this whole thing. So the only thing that I could do was to share recipes with people on my status. So I'm just going to be calling out a few names. So when I call you, I'm going to ask you to share in 30 seconds what you are doing. We'll start with Amr. You have your hand raised. Thank you. 30 seconds.
Yeah, Martin, you know, there is a statement says that you will not know the taste of a food unless you are hungry. You know what I mean. This means that we did not realize many values in our lives unless this pandemic happened, this lockdown happened. We have experienced a lot of things positive in our lives, but we didn't know about the value of these things. We get bored of these things. We get bored before we got bored about the same places that we are going out, the same people that we meet every day. We got bored about our routine life, but now we are hoping and dreaming about the past routine life. So we will never know about the value of something unless we lose this thing. So I think that this philosophy, this crisis or this extraordinary situation may make us to think more deeply about our lives, what is the benefits, the positive, the pros and cons of everything happening in our lives, to know about the value of people around us, people about or our situation, the work and the gatherings and so on.
Thank you, Amr. Leanne, it's your floor now.
Yes, thank you. First, thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this. Those that know me will know that I'm very passionate about Rotaract and how incredibly excited I am that Rotaract now are our full partners in service and not just a program of Rotary. One thing I would suggest during this lockdown is we need to make sure that our days are disciplined, make sure that we have routines that we follow. But something that I'd also like to make you aware of is the fact that mental health is a huge, huge issue in these current times. So do yourselves a favor, do your friends a favor, do your families a favor, anybody that you can connect with, make the effort to connect with them, because you don't know who might be struggling behind a smile. So, let's all be very aware of the people around us that may need help, not just in the way of food or clothing or material things, but those that may need just a pick-me-up to do with mental health. Thank you.
Do I speak? You're muted. I can't hear you.
Yes, you can speak. Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Anas. I am from Interactive Nozha. I'm a member and I'm the upcoming treasurer. So answering your question, as you said, what do we do in the pandemic? Actually, at the beginning of the pandemic, I had a lot of exams and presentations to do. So since I'm a senior, I had to finish them all. And I'm actually graduating now, 2020. So actually, after we got into the pandemic a little bit, like 1 month or 2 months, I had actually nothing to do. I most of the time stayed at home. So I had to find something to do. I actually started to open my computer and try to find some new stuff to learn. I tried to learn how to code, programming. Actually, I failed a little bit because it's a really hard language. So I tried to do a lot of stuff. And I'm still trying to learn new stuff, but actually right now I'm like always playing games and helping my club with the online sessions they're doing at the moment and getting ready for the new year. That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Milton?
Good evening, everyone. Okay, so for me, I think it's been really 3 things that I've been really got the chance to do during this lockdown. Number 1, I've gotten a chance to read all the Rotary magazines I've been collecting over the past 2 years. So now I'm actually reading them. That's good. Number 2, actually doing a lot of training. So there's a lot of trainings happening online that, I never used to have a chance to do before. So that's really great to tap into now. And 3, recently I got onto Netflix. So I've been watching a whole lot of movies and series, recently, in the last 3 weeks. I think I've finished a whole universe. So yeah, I'm actually trying to exercise daily. It's not working, but I'm trying, and that's the key word. So thank you.
Thank you, Milton. I'm actually shocked that you've been watching movies. Wow, that's quite shocking for you. Next up, we've got Hala. Could you tell us what you've been doing during lockdown?
Okay, my name is Hala, and I am the International Understanding Director of our Interact Alexandria Nozha. And I've been doing a lot of things. Like I play the piano, so I'm practicing a lot more often. And we're planning projects in our Interact, like sessions and so on, to help the community. And I'm also learning for school.
Are you done? Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Next, we've got Cardi B.
Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. This is such a wonderful initiative. It's so great to see all these nice faces. I can see my So I'd like to say I've taken the time out to do something new, but Zambia's been kind of almost close to life as usual. We haven't really experienced a proper full lockdown. There are a few controls. Restaurants only started operating again just recently. I work in a very small law firm, so it was very easy for us to distance. We only closed for about 2 weeks. And even in that time, I was still coming to the office. I've had to learn how to live with a mask, which kind of gets frustrating because my glasses keep getting foggy. But I will agree that it's quite, it's given us all food for thought. We're able to appreciate a lot of things that we do take for granted ordinarily. I certainly do miss travel a little bit. And I'm very, very depressed that we couldn't have our district conference. But I am very grateful for initiatives like this and for Zoom, because we've been able to still have our meetings. And actually our attendance has been quite great, I think, because people can do it all the time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tasting some of Martin's cooking when I come and visit Zimbabwe, now that I know. All right, thanks.
You're welcome, and you're always welcome to come and taste the cooking. In fact, when we have our joint project with the Rotaract Club of Nozha United, you guys can all have a meal on me. Next, we've got Marwan, and then we have Takunda, and then Aya.
Hello, my name is Marwan. I am a member at Interact Nozha. In this lockdown, I didn't do anything useful for real. I always stay at home and study for my exams, and I watch a lot of series and movies, and I do my workouts at home. I am trying not to spread the virus by moving in the streets, so I stay at home usually.
TK, you're up.
Evening, everybody. The lockdown and staying at home or working from home. I think I'm still transitioning since the first day of the lockdown to try and start work at 8 o'clock. But that has been pretty much the difficult part of my lockdown. I'm supposed to start work at 8, but I usually get going at around 9:30. Yes, just like everybody else, I've been watching a lot of movies, a lot of series, Netflix, Amazon. Before the lockdown started, I started going to the gym, but then that went on hold. So I decided to find a new hobby. So I realized that instead of running, I'm not a running or jogging kind of person. I bought myself a bicycle. So every day I go for a bike ride. So I've gone up to 12 kilometers now. So far so good. I think I'll stick to the bike.
Thank you, TK.
Bike
As
to
we
the
wait,
cycling, and I don't think I'll ever go back to the gym. I think the cycling is doing it for me.
okay, as we wait for Aya Ashad, please get ready. Just a reminder that this year we have the opportunity of being able to attend the Rotary Convention. All of us can attend the Rotary Convention right from the comfort of our homes. Just visit www.riconvention.org for more information. Aya?
Yes.
Sorry for the
Good evening.
interruption. Martin, could you please share with us the link? The link of the.
Okay, I'll share the link in the. It's already in the messages. I'll share it again as we close, and then maybe we can just share a flyer before we close. Aya?
Good evening. I'm Aya Arshad, Club Secretary of Rotaract Nozha United and elected president. Actually, my life is about sleeping and sleeping the whole morning and wake up all night watching movies. It's not. I've been locked at home for 3 months for the state, the issues of the country. So it's really been a very long time since I went out to the elevator of the house. I never see the stairs since 3 months ago. My whole day it's about sleeping and wake up watching movie. But actually, because I'm a graphic designer and a videographer, so watching movie is not only for just having time to spend. It's just also about working. Feel like you're working and at the same time you're spending your time enjoying it. That's it. It's like a study. Movies for me is like I'm studying my job.
Thank you very much, Aya. Nigel, you're next.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for the invite. I'm Nigel from President Rotaract Club of Avondale. So during the lockdown, I've been doing my assignments, and I actually like how we have transformed from doing the physical things to managing on how to do things online. I've seen so many invites about online meetings, and I actually like it. I can now attend a meeting from a club in Zambia or Egypt or Kenya, which is so good, and we can actually make use of it and connect. I like this initiative. Thanks, PDR Martin. And what I've been doing during the lockdown, I think I've started my forex trading business. I wanted to find something to work on by using the internet. So whilst you're still at home, I've been working from home. I work in a financial institution, so I had the privilege of working from home. So at the same time, I also wanted to find something else to do whilst I'm free. So I ventured into forex trading, which is so good. I've actually learned a lot. Actually learned a lot on international trade, international relations. So thank you so much, guys. We look forward to so many of these initiatives. Thank you, Peter Martin.
Thank you very much, Nigel. So now we're going to have our last round of speakers. So I'm just going to say out your names and then you can come in that order so that I don't have to interrupt. We're going to have Noran, and then Rodana, Tariro, Wana, and lastly we'll have Dorothy. So Noran, it's your time now.
Yes, good evening. I'm Nora Mamdouh from Alexandria, Rotaract of Nozha United. I'm so glad I'm in this meeting. What I started learning in this lockdown, that I make new recipes every day, nearly. So I became a very good cooker. And I'm a nature lover, so I love the fact that cafes and restaurants we're taking break from them, so we have more sea view and skies. Also, I appreciate my future job more, which is about medicine. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Noran. I think, Rodana, you're up next.
Okay, hello everyone. I am Rodina Fadel, past president of Rotaract Nozha United. First of all, I would like to thank you for those great sessions. Thank you for the speakers. I have learned in the lockdown how to cook. I became a very good cooker, and I'm working from home. I'm watching a lot of series, movies. That's it. But I miss my life. I miss my life. I miss going out. Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Tariro from the Rotaract Club of Avondale. Well, during the first days, honestly, I just used to sleep the whole day, just do nothing. Then it's 12 o'clock, then I repeat the same cycle. But I appreciate what Rotarian Leon was saying about mental health. It's really important to keep your mental health in check. It's easy to get in a rut. And so it's just an encouragement to everyone, check up on each other, just say hi to someone. If you just see someone is not saying anything, just check up on them the Rotaract way. And also, so I've done a lot of painting. I can't say I'm great at it, but I'm trying. Then I've also done some Zumba. That's my portion of exercise. And I'm quite interested about artificial intelligence. So I've been just taking like LinkedIn classes about artificial intelligence and stuff because, might as well learn something new. And I'm also appreciative that I'm now able to get more time to do PR stuff for my club. So there's more time for me to do that too, and also attend these meetings since they are now online. I wasn't able to do that. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Terry. We've got Wana, Abdel, and then Dot.
Hi, everyone. I have been trying to learn how to do makeup and how to do my own braids, watching movies, reading, and skipping. Yeah, jumping rope from time to time. That's basically how I've been keeping myself busy. Thanks.
Abdel?
Hello. First, I want to thank you all for these sessions. Let me introduce myself. I'm Abdurrahman Ali. I'm from Interact Alexandria and Nozha. In the lockdown, I miss my training, running, my sports. I'm doing nothing in the quarantine, playing in PlayStation, sleeping all time, watching movies. Nothing I can do it. I miss my own life. I miss my club. I miss my club. I miss my club. I miss my work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdel. Madam President, please tell us what you've been doing to stay sane this lockdown. I know you've really been trying to stay away from people.
Thank you so much, Martin, and thank you to everyone who's come together for this meet today. You have no idea how excited I am to be here. I won't put my video on just yet because my Wi-Fi keeps removing me from the chat each time I put my video on. But please know I'm very excited. I've been jumping around literally to stay sane in this lockdown. To answer your question, I've been working out. There's this lady called Holly Dolk. For both men and women, if you look her up online, she has free workout exercises you can do every single day. I've actually toned up quite nicely because of her. I've been cooking my own food. I didn't cook that much before. I used to cook once a week, and now I cook 3 times a week, which is a big achievement. And Martin was very correct to say that I've been avoiding people. I went out after about a month of not seeing anyone. I stay by myself. And I'll go and empty out the rubbish at night. So I wouldn't see anyone at all. And before I went out, I posted a message to one of my friends, Rodney. And I said, Rodney, I feel like there's been an apocalypse. Is everyone still okay out there? What should I expect when I go to the supermarket? So that's just to get an idea of the fact that I was actually all by myself for the first month of the lockdown. I've learned how to braid my own hair, and I've been attending meetings like this one. So thank you again to the organizers of this meeting. I've learned quite a bit and I'm super excited to see people online right now. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much for the wonderful meeting. It's been good getting to meet people from different places. We've got people from so many different countries. We've got people who are in Egypt, people who are in America, people who are in Zimbabwe, people who are in Zambia. And it's just so great. And most people look at this pandemic as something that was really bad, but I'd like to look at the brighter side of things. I mean, before the pandemic, we never had meetings like this. We didn't think this was possible, and we never looked at doing it. But look at where we are. I'm seeing my friends from Egypt after 3 years. It's been 3 years since I saw some of you guys, and I'm seeing you. I'm seeing Tari, who's in the States, and I haven't seen her in a while. I'm seeing Leanne, who's in Zimbabwe, but I haven't seen in a while as well. Kadi, I last saw you in March. It's been like a long time since most of us have met, and because of this coronavirus, we've had to innovate and start using these platforms that have allowed us to continue to meet. In order for us to meet our time, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a rundown of a few announcements, and then we'll end the meeting promptly at 8. But we'll keep the channel open for those that want to talk. But at 8 o'clock, we will be done with our meeting. So the first announcement is we should take advantage of the online tools that Rotary has given us. So there's a lot of online trainings that actually have certificates that we can get from Rotary. If you just go on the Learning Center, if you go on Rotary and you just type the Learning Center, the beautiful thing about Rotary is that you actually don't need to know how to navigate the website. If you actually just go on Google and you Google Learning Center and then in brackets you put Rotary, it will just send you straight there. There's also other things that you can do for your club. If you're bored at home and you've got internet, you can actually just go on the Brand Center as well and just play around and see what you can make in the Brand Center. Who knows, you can make a new fun logo for your club. There's also the Rotary International Convention. If you look at the chat, I sent in the link, but basically it's www.riconvention.org. But again, if you just Google Rotary Online Convention, you'll still get it. And we are so glad to have past District Governor Leanne Shearing volunteering to conduct virtual training anytime for anyone who needs it. So if you are able to, just private message Leanne right now and you can get her contact details and then she'll help you with your club. What I can tell you about Leanne is her life is training. So you're in good hands when it comes to training. And lastly, I've also just put in the link to the WhatsApp group for this meeting. So there's a WhatsApp group that we've created for our twin meeting so that we can continuously speak after this and look into how we can have projects together. One of the key things that would like to share with all the members of both clubs and the other clubs that are in here is that we are trying to come up with a joint cultural exchange program when this whole coronavirus thing is over, where we'll have club members of the Rotaract Club of Harare West going to Egypt to visit and experience the Egyptian culture with our counterparts in Alexandria, as well as our counterparts from Egypt coming down to Zimbabwe to experience Zimbabwean culture. And hopefully, since Zimbabwe and Zambia are so close, we could even have a road trip to Lusaka and get to see our dear lawyer. And hopefully we'll get to experience some of the meals from the people that have been claiming they've got wonderful cooking skills during this meeting. And finally, it's 8 o'clock, so I'm going to ask our President-elect, Tanya, to give us the closing toast, and then President-elect Aya to give us our closing remarks, and then we can open the floor to general talk, and those that want to leave the meeting can leave. And from me, it's thank you very much. You will not be hearing my voice after this. Have a good night. President-elect Tanya.
All right, thank you very much, Theo. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's raise our glasses, imaginary or real, and make a toast to Rotary and the world over. Thank you.
Rotary and the world over.
Rotary and the world over. President-elect Aya, closing remarks.
Thank you, Martin, for this meeting. I was so excited to see you again after 3 years. Thank you so much. And of course, we're going to have other projects, not just this time, this meeting, once we get back to our normal lives. And we will have, if God wants, we're going to have lots of projects incoming with our international directors. And we will be planning for more projects because this is fellowship. And thank you so much for everyone who attended tonight. Thank you.
Could we take a screenshot picture for all of us together? I don't know. If someone is taking from a laptop, it's gonna be better, please. If someone is logging into the Zoom application, could take a perfect picture from the laptop, screenshot from the laptop.
It's mine.
Because on the phone, who's taking the picture?
Martin, you can just take our screenshot together.
محمد اللبودي مصري. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, guys, for this meeting. Thank you. Thank you.